Hi, this is Paul, the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, and I kind of touched on this video a long, long time ago. I've been collecting pipes and smoking them now for about 2 years, and the first pipe I ever bought about 2 years ago was a Dr. Graybow. Don't remember what model number this is, what model it is. I can't read it in this light either. It just says Dr. Graybow. That was my favorite pipe for a long time. It was my only pipe for quite some time. And I probably smoked it for 6 months or so. And then I started buying pipes off of eBay, vintage ones. And some of them would come in dry as a bone, some of the vintage pipes. So I looked for answers. At that point in time, I didn't have a buffing wheel, and some of my older pipes from the 20s, I really don't want to take a buffing wheel to them and take that patina off. So what I did is I bought this, it's called Decatur Pipe Shield. And I did a video on this Decatur Pipe Shield quite some time ago. So it's not that expensive. I'm trying to remember, it's like, I think $10 you can get it off of pipesandscigars.com, but Decatur Pipe Shield. So basically, it's really almost the consistency of like chapstick, you know? So let's say you have a refurbished pipe like this beautiful K. Woody Model 500, and what I did, there's two different ways to polish your pipes, this one, what I did is it has a mirror finish. It's a K. Woody 500, which was made between 1957 and 1969. And when this pipe came in, it looked pretty dry. So what I did is I hit it with a Decatur's pipe shield at first. No, I take that back. Actually, I had my polishing wheel then, so it's almost like a grinder with, you have a cotton wheel on this side and a layered cotton wheel on this side. So I hit it with a little white diamond on this side to take out any scratches, polish the stem up perfectly. And then on the other side, because you don't want to mix and match, I used carnauba wax and went over the pipe, and I polished this one probably 3 or 4 times before I was able to get that mirror finish. Now, you really only want to do that to a pipe about every 40 years, somebody said. But in the meantime, all right, basically what you can do is you can take a soft cotton cloth, which if you get a 100% cotton sock, that's clean, of course. Put a little bit of this stuff on there, and basically you just kind of coat the pipe. And there's 2 different ways that you do this, depending on what kind of pipe that you have. Now, I mean, when I'm handling this pipe that has a mirror finish, when I'm done with it, I'll just hit it with my cloth, just to take any fingerprints or anything off, because I'm just that way with my pipes. So I'll hit it with a little Decatur's on it, all right? Just a little bit, and I kind of rub it off. Just takes the fingerprints and so forth off of it, keeps that mirror finish. Now, some of the pipes have different finishes. This is my son's, I forget what model this is, but he got lucky on this one. It's a Peterson Dublin edition X24. Beautiful bowl. This didn't come I mean, we bought this brand new, and it didn't come with a mirror finish shine, and a lot of the Petersons don't. But still, when you're done smoking this, and I normally keep the cloth in a certain spot in my living room, so it's been soaked and saturated with the hand-applied Decatur's no buff pipe wax. And I'll just go over it the same way. Takes any of the fingerprints off, and I rub it two ways. I rub around, and then I rub with the grain so it gets right in there. If you find that you're getting a little buildup on the top, and actually I do this sounds gross, but every time when I go to clean my pipe, I'll put just a tiny bit of saliva on it. I'm not spitting at it or anything, but I get it a little wet. Rub that off on my jeans, and what it does is it just keeps the crown really, really nice. And then of course you do this after you clean your pipe out, and never clean your pipe out. Never remove the stem from the shank when it's warm or when it's hot. Never do that. Wait till it's like room temperature. And then there's the third one where this is a K-Woody drinkless. It's old. It's a bowl number 7700. It's got a smaller bowl on it. And this came in bone dry. All right. But now this, with the Decatur's pipe wax, what you want to do is you want to put a generous coat on this. I mean, not so it's, I mean, just a generous coat. So you slap some on your smooth cotton cloth. You rub it around on it. And this is for vintage pipes if you don't have a buffer that you want to try to make look good again. And it's not going to give you a mirror finish, but it will give you semi-gloss. And then basically what you do is you want to be able to see it, and you'll never see this on the camera, but you want to be able to see the streak marks so that you know you have a good coating on it. I mean, you don't want to be able to see that it's still white, but you want to be able to see that it has a very generous coating on it. And then you let it sit for a half hour. Let that stuff soak in. A lot of times I'll apply this Decatur pipe wax after I smoke the bowl, because the bowl is warm, the wood is warm, it's not going to hurt anything. You just apply it when it's warm, and it just soaks right in. And then after she cools down, after about a half hour, you just rub it off, and you will find that it will take a lot of the dirt and the grime out. Remember, do the circular action and then do an up and down action so that you're getting stuff out of the grain. And so you'll end up with a very nice shine. It's not going to be a gloss finish, but I mean, that pipe, the 7700 series, the 7700 bowl was made between 1925 and 1938. So I don't want to put this on the wheel because it does change the color a little bit, takes the patina away. And so that's my take on different ways to polish your pipe. So definitely a good investment. Decatur pipe shield, no buff wax. Use it on your new pipes when you're done with it. And of course, before I got a buffing wheel, this is the way I made my pipes look the best that I could. And that pipe looks pretty damn good for a 100-year-old pipe. And you treat your new pipes the same way. But the secret is if you get one of those old pipes, vintage pipes that looks dried out and so forth, smoke it, get it warm, and then apply that wax really good amount. It'll just, the briar will just soak it right up. And you do that every time you smoke your vintage very old pipes. And pretty soon you'll get a nice little finish that looks like this, you know? I mean, that looks pretty doggone good for being 100 years old. Yeah, what do you guys think? Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking. Over and out.